sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Lumberjacks of Buenos Aires and the London Monarchs. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys 1-0 following the season-opening win last Sunday. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for their first win here at home. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing here, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Manning on the bootleg. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. So what a time this is, folks. We always said that if there was an international city ready for an NFL franchise, this was the one. And now that day has arrived, a permanent NFL team here in the capital city of London. And judging by the early numbers, they could not be more proud. That's taken in by Golden. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 3.
Now Manning. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Getting the call, Lynch running left. We'll get this to about the 38. Second down and 6 now.
38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Manning now throwing quickly to the flat. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with third and 1.
Brings up third and 1.
Play action. Manning. There's a short one caught by Fannin. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Mitchell. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28.
Play action. Now Purdy. Open man, that's Felton. Still going inside the 20. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Ty Felton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Lumberjacks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Monarchs, nothing.
The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Manning. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Purdy now to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 95 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
And a loose football. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The numbers on the ground for Lynch a week ago. 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. An option give now to Mitchell. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Buenos Aires.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
It fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Now Manning. Manning, he hits him in stride. First connection there of the afternoon for those 2, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And he goes out right around the 39.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of
Up the middle, it's Lynch. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
On the play. Brings up third down and 5.
Manning now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Left side, he's got the tight end, Fannin. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Pass caught. That's Golden. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Ledge up the middle. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a London 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Manning to throw. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up
Manning. They'll set up the screen to Lynch. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Purdy. Now he'll tuck this, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Back out comes this offense now. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Final play of the half. Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott
Our
Hansen
trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. All right, Brandon, thanks much. As this Sunday's action is coming to a close, big day of football we had today. Here we go. And this is the Ravens quarterback. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Ravens get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Next up, we go to Big D, specifically Arlington, Texas. Check in on the Cowboys. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the Giants running back. He'll take it into the end zone, the 100th touchdown of his career. The Giants have the lead at the half in a battle of teams looking to avoid starting 0-2. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Packers. And it's Jordan Love. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Packers looking for a 2-0 start. They lead at the half. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there. 46 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
The 31-yard line.
Manning going to throw. They'll get this out to Lynch, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Brings up third down.
Throwing is Manning. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Mitchell. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's another one complete to Mitchell. Third and 3.
Mitchell. A A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, Purdy. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw off play action. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
That's good for a London first down.
On play action, it's Manning. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Manning. Finding Pickens for another catch. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run again with Lynch. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Manning. They set up the screen to Lynch. He's got room at the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. They get him to the ground level on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of it. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter.
For the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
At the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Buenos Aires.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Purdy now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It may look routine when you see the finished product, but what a nice job of concentration there. Catching the football on that route and then taking it a nice distance. A great example for an offense of throwing short and running long.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Purdy's pass.
2nd down and 4.
To number 85. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Throwing
4.
here, Purdy.
The 22-yard
Open man, that's Felton.
Purdy's pass.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Purdy. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Manning. There's a short one caught by Fannin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Now Manning. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Throwing now is Manning. Pass caught by Fannin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another London 1st down.
First down, the run with Lynch. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs have taken a 4th-quarter lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Lumberjacks 10.
So after the field goal, Riley back out as he'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Buenos Aires offense back out now. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Purdy to throw. And that's caught by Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Throwing, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
First down.
Here's Purdy to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Here's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Purdy to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And the Buenos Aires first down. A gain of 14. First down, Lumberjacks.
And now all of a sudden, the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
London about set to take over on offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Manning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Manning will take a knee, and that should be the final act in this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for London, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buenos Aires, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.